When we talk about Formula One racing, I have to say that all the people that I meet and talk with in Formula One are optimists because they're constantly challenged to solve problems. In their work life, the problem is getting a tenth of a second or a hundredth of a second more speed out of their cars. We find that most companies are great at planning. Some companies, even on my days at Ford, quite frankly, I'm not talking out of school, were great at analysis, and they overanalyze. And you get into the analysis paralysis type of thing. And some are pretty good at execution and doing. Very few are very good at reviewing. Because we're so anxious to get on to the next task that we don't take time to stop and think about what did we do well, what did we do not do well. Well, here there's a perfect example. They did it, they planned it, they did it, and then they review it. And they try to make adjustments and changes to improve their performance. But we find this dichotomy of asking your teams to collaborate, but also compete against each other. Now, Formula One is no different. Each of these teams has two drivers. The team gets the team championship, the constructor championship, by accumulating the most points they can from the two drivers' performance. The drivers in the 1 through 10 get points. And at the end of the year, the team with the most points based on both of their drivers wins the Constructors' Championship. At the same time, the two drivers are competing with each other because each wants to become the world champion. And we've seen some very fierce battles going on at Red Bull and now at Mercedes between these two drivers, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, to become the world champion. We call the lesson, at the edge, but not over. And it kind of signifies it's important and difficult to find that balance between getting your people to collaborate with each other, knowing that not only one's going to get promoted or only one's going to get the bonus at the end of the season. And that's a tough job for all of you. I was a young whippersnapper at Citibank in New York, 399 Park Avenue, and I used to go in a lot on the weekends. And on Sunday morning, I'm sitting at my desk, and our chairman, CEO, Walter Wriston, walked by. And, you know, he was a marvelous man. He was the one who famously said that during the Latin American debt crisis that countries don't go bankrupt. And I said, hi, Walt. You see, I'm working hard here for the shareholder. And you know what he said to me? He said, well, if you learn to manage your time better, you wouldn't have to come in on Sunday.